Caffeine is the world's most popular stimulant, but many of us have experienced the downside: nervousness, racing thoughts, and the inevitable crash. Today we're going to explore whether it's possible to maintain energy and focus without relying solely on caffeine. We'll investigate how caffeine works, why it can cause jitters, and what we really mean by energy. Then we'll delve into a range of alternatives: non-stimulant nootropics, plant-based adaptogens, smooth, low-jitter stimulants, and performance boosters that can keep you sharp without overstimulating your nervous system. We'll also look at smart ways to combine and cycle these ingredients so you get the benefits while avoiding tolerance and dependence. By the end of this session, you'll have a toolkit of strategies for sustainable energy. Let's start by mapping out the agenda. Here's what we'll cover today. First, we'll explain why caffeine causes jitters, looking at its effects on adenosine receptors and stress hormones. Next, we'll define what energy means from a cellular, neurochemical, and cardiorespiratory perspective. Then we'll survey non-stimulant alternatives that support focus and cognition, followed by plant-based adaptogens and performance boosters that enhance resilience. We'll explore smooth, low-jitter stimulants like the acrine, dynamine, and L-theanine caffeine blends, and discuss how to layer these ingredients intelligently. After that, we'll address the importance of cycling your stimulants and discuss signs that you might need to cut back on caffeine. Finally, we'll summarize key takeaways and suggest next steps so you can apply these strategies effectively. With the agenda in place, let's understand why caffeine sometimes backfires. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors in the brain. Adenosine normally promotes relaxation and sleepiness. When it's blocked, your body releases norepinephrine, dopamine, and acetylcholine, which boost alertness and mood. This mechanism explains why a cup of coffee can make you feel awake and motivated. However, more isn't always better. Higher doses of caffeine raise your heart rate and elevate stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This can cause jitters, anxious feelings, tremors, and an eventual energy crash as neurotransmitter reserves are depleted. Individual tolerance varies, so what feels energizing to one person can be overwhelming to another. Understanding why caffeine can cause these side effects highlights the need for alternatives. Next, let's look at what we truly mean by energy and why addressing multiple systems matters. When we say we want more energy, we're really talking about several interconnected systems. At the cellular level, adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, is the currency your cells use to power every process. Efficient mitochondrial function and adequate nutrient availability determine how much ATP you can generate. Neurochemically, the synthesis of neurotransmitters like dopamine, acetylcholine, and norepinephrine drives your focus, motivation, and mood. If these pathways are depleted, you feel mentally fatigued regardless of caffeine. Cardiovascular and respiratory health are also key. Oxygen and nutrients must be delivered efficiently to your muscles and brain. Vasodilation mediated by nitric oxide improves blood flow, while a strong heart and lungs maintain endurance. Real energy isn't just about blocking adenosine, it's about supporting all these systems. With this framework in mind, let's explore non-stimulant nutrients that sharpen focus without overstimulation. Not all focus boosters are stimulants. Certain nootropics work by replenishing neurotransmitter pools or supporting cellular energy production. Tyrosine is a precursor to dopamine and norepinephrine. During stress or intense exercise, it refuels these catecholamines and maintains cognitive performance. Alpha-GPC provides choline for acetylcholine synthesis, which is essential for memory formation and neuromuscular function. Ceticholine, another choline donor, supports healthy cholinergic tone and has been linked to improved attention and memory. Acetyl L-carnitine facilitates the transport of fatty acids into mitochondria, boosting ATP production and cognitive resilience. These nutrients enhance mental clarity and stamina without the wired sensation or crash associated with high-dose caffeine. After covering these nootropics, we'll look at plant-based adaptogens that further enhance cognition and stress resilience. Traditional herbs like ginseng and rhodiola have long been used to enhance vitality and mental performance. Ginseng has been shown to improve working memory and attention while modulating the stress response. Rhodiola rosa acts as an adaptogen, helping the body adapt to physical and mental stress by influencing neurotransmitter levels and reducing fatigue. When combined as in an adaptogenic blend like Adaptogen 232, these plants can produce synergistic improvements in attention and accuracy during cognitive tasks performed under stress. Adaptogens work slowly and subtly. They don't produce a sudden rush, but they build resilience over time. Integrating them into your routine can provide a stable foundation for energy and focus. With plant-based cognition covered, let's explore smooth, low-jitter stimulants for those times when you do want a sharper edge. If you're looking for stimulation without the jitters, Newer compounds offer a gentler experience. The acrin, combined with caffeine in formulations like the Atrim, enhances feelings of attentiveness, focus, and energy without raising blood pressure or heart rate. Dynamine, also known as methyliberine, boosts subjective energy, concentration, and motivation while having negligible impact on vital signs or cognition in human studies. A tri-blend of caffeine, T-crine, the acrin, and dynamine has been shown to improve reaction time and alertness, while avoiding the anxiety and headaches common with caffeine alone. L-theanine, an amino acid found in tea, pairs beautifully with caffeine, at doses of 50 to 100 milligrams of theanine with 75 to 150 milligrams of caffeine. It increases speed and accuracy of attention switching, reduces distractibility, and improves subjective alertness. These combinations provide smoother, more sustained energy than caffeine by itself. Next, we'll look at adaptogens and performance boosters that support both mind and body. Beyond nootropics, certain adaptogens and performance nutrients bolster both mental and physical energy. Ashwagandha is a calming adaptogen that reduces cortisol and enhances cognitive function, helping you stay focused without feeling overstimulated. Betaine plays a role in methylation and osmotic balance. It supports power production and may influence hormone levels. Arginine and citrulline are precursors to nitric oxide, which dilates blood vessels and increases blood flow to working muscles and the brain, sustaining endurance and cognitive performance. When these ingredients are combined with nootropics and low-jitter stimulants, they create a well-rounded approach to energy that supports your physiology rather than just masking fatigue. Next, we'll discuss how to stack and cycle these compounds intelligently to maintain effectiveness and minimize side effects. Creating an effective supplement stack is as much about synergy as it is about restraint. You can layer tyrosine, alpha-GPC, or citicoline, and acetyl L-carnitine with low doses of caffeine, the acrin or dynamine, to achieve clean, focused energy. Pairing caffeine with L-theanine at a roughly 2-to-1 ratio smooths the stimulating effect and reduces anxiety. Including adaptogens like ginseng, rhodiola, and ashwagandha provides baseline stress resilience, while occasional use of nitric oxide boosters like citrulline enhances blood flow and endurance. To prevent tolerance, rotate your stimulants. Limit caffeine intake to under 200 milligrams per day and substitute with the acrin or dynamine on alternate days. Taking periodic stimulant-free weeks can reset your sensitivity. By stacking thoughtfully and cycling ingredients, you can stay productive and alert without becoming dependent. This leads us to consider when you might want to reduce caffeine altogether. For some people, the best alternative to caffeine is to use none at all. If you're highly sensitive to stimulants and find that coffee leaves you jittery, wired, or unable to sleep, switching to low-jitter stimulants or going caffeine-free may improve your well-being. Individuals with hypertension, arrhythmias, pregnancy, or other cardiovascular concerns should minimize caffeine and consult a healthcare provider before taking any stimulants. Chronic reliance on caffeine can also mask deeper issues like inadequate sleep, poor diet, or unmanaged stress. In these cases, focusing on lifestyle changes will yield better long-term energy. Remember that supplements should complement, not replace, healthy habits. Recognizing when to cut back or eliminate caffeine helps you regain natural energy rhythms. Finally, let's summarize the key points from today's presentation and outline next steps. To recap, caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors, but tolerance and jittery side effects are real. Non-stimulant nootropics like tyrosine, choline donors, and acetyl L-carnitine sharpen cognition and support neurotransmitter synthesis without overexciting the nervous system. Smooth stimulants such as the acrin, dynamine, and the caffeine L-theanine combination provide focus and sustain energy with fewer side effects than caffeine alone. Adaptogens like ginseng, rhodiola, and ashwagandha, along with performance boosters like betaine and arginine or citrulline, enhance resilience, recovery, and endurance. Intelligent stacking and cycling helps you stay productive while avoiding dependence. Limit your caffeine, rotate stimulants, and schedule stimulant-free breaks. Above all, listen to your body and consult a healthcare professional before making major changes to your supplement regimen. By combining these strategies with good sleep, nutrition, and training, you can achieve lasting energy without the jitters.